Hey, tubies, it's Psychic Bob. I hope that I'm broadcasting live. I see a bunch of you over in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Let's see who all we got tonight. There's Laura M's here. Hello, Laura. Lady Carol's here. Hey, Lady Carol. Loving Life's here. Welcome, welcome. Kathy Private's here. Yay. ALL is here. Wow. Gab Hines is here. Yay. Hey, Loving Life. I'm glad to hear that. You know, I always say, no matter how tough life gets, hey, Butterfly Mom's here. Tina Sullins is here. Darla Bungard. Yin Yen, yay, welcome. Well, as I was saying, no matter how tough life gets, you got to just make a choice. We can choose in life whether just to let it beat us down or to say, I'm going to get up, I'm going to fight it, and I'm going to knock it out and keep going. Attitude counts for an awful lot. It really does, Eleanor Zinn's here. Antoine LaVey's here. Mara's here. Angela Enfield's here. Yay. Esther Williams is here. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. Art Heart 105 is here. I love that name, Art Heart. I love that. I guess you're an artist, huh? Yay. Effie Maori is here. Now, that Maori, Effie Maori, are you from New Zealand? That looks like a New Zealand sort of day. I love it. Well, it's so nice to be back with you guys. And Moonface here, welcome, welcome. Wow, we're getting a lot of people in here. Bela Claire's here, yay. Hearts back to you, darling. Beverly Larson's here, welcome. Good to see you. Storytime with T's here. Oh, you're so sweet. Psychic Bob loves you too. Blessings to you. All right. Yay. Effie Maori's from New Zealand. Yay. Well, I think you're our first New Zealander we've ever had in the show. Isn't that wonderful? I've been wanting to get more connections in New Zealand. I just don't. I have a lot in Australia, and I don't know a lot of people in New Zealand. So I think that's exciting. Welcome. Thank you. Tell everybody in New Zealand about Spirit Channel. I'd love to have more friends down there because I want to travel, I want to go to Australia and New Zealand. If I'm going all the way to Australia, I'm going to go to New Zealand. I mean, that's just how it's going to be, Anyways, I'm so glad you're here. Jay Whippet's here. Welcome. Yay. Thank you, Effie Maori. I love this. That's so cool. Mary Wicks here. Welcome, welcome. My goodness, we're getting a nice little gathering going here. I'm just so glad you're here. Welcome to Sunday night. As I said, we're going to do some readings tonight. We're going to do that in just a little while. But I have a few, just little things I want to talk about and share with you as well before we get into all of that. Okay, so hey, Vinny Blade is here. Welcome, Vinny Blade. Jennifer Croxton's here. Yay, Stranger Things. One is here. Hello, welcome. I love it. All right. So, anyways, first of all, I got to show you what I'm wearing tonight because y'all always ask about my jewelry. So I'm wearing tonight a cool Hindu pendant of Lord Jagannath. I don't know how many of you know Lord Jagannath. Lord Jagannath is an abstract form of God. He's called Lord of the Universe. And his face, he's done in a kind of a stylized, rounded face form. There's actually a statue of Lord Jagannath in India, an idol of him at Jagannath Puri, which is near the west coast of India, near Bombay, I think, or Mumbai. Loving Life. My husband says hi, bye. Welcome, hello, Anissa. Eric Ferguson's here, yay. So Lord Jagannath is an abstract form. He represents the cosmos in its totality. And I've loved Lord Jagannath for years. I first encountered Lord Jagannath when I was in London. They have a temple there, Hare Krishna temple. I don't know if you guys know Hare Krishna, but they're cool. They're a branch of Hinduism. But they have a shrine to Lord Jagannath in their temple in London, in Soho district. We got anybody who knows Soho area of London? Anybody here today? What's his name? Gav. Gav, have you been down to Soho district in London to the Hare Krishna temple? I recommend you go down there if you haven't. because they have a great restaurant. I think it's called Govinda's, which is a vegetarian restaurant. Their food is second to none. So they have the temple, and next door is a restaurant. It's really cool. But in the temple, they have Lord Jagannath deity. And Lord Jagannath is considered one of the most merciful forms of God. He's considered loving and embracing, and anybody in the world, Hindu, non-Hindu, doesn't matter what your religion, you can honor and worship him. And he's always smiling because he's filled with love of life and joy. So not only am I wearing this Lord Jagannath pendant tonight, can you guys see that? Anyways, I'm also wearing a Lord Jagannath t-shirt. Check out my Lord Jagannath t-shirt. How you like that? Isn't that cool? So that's kind of like what's on the pendant. It's just larger size. So there's our Lord Jagannath. And in the Hindu tradition, anybody who just glances on this form of God, whether it's on a shirt, whether it's on a sign, whether it's a sculpture, just to glance on him once means that you will ascend into higher spirituality. Isn't that cool? You don't have to do anything. You just have to see him. I think that's pretty cool, So you just get a glance of Lord Jagannath. Here, I'll give you another glance. And guess what? All y'all who are seeing this just got blessed, and your spiritual lives are advancing. Isn't that wonderful? I really like that, So anyways, we are going to do questions, guys. Hold on. I'm going to get to your questions in just a little while. Okay. Thank you, Miss Sylvia. Good to see you. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Yay. The Axum. I can't see. I don't have my glasses. The Axum's here. Laura M's here. Yay. Effie Mary, I was told about your channel from the Soul Dolly Daydream. Wonderful. I think they were here a few weeks ago on my channel. Thank you. I'm so glad you came. All right. Loving Life says they love that. Yay. Isn't that cool? Yay. Tina Sullivan says yay. Kate Pigeon says, thank you. I won't attempt spelling that yet. Oh, in fact, let me put the name of Jagannath down in here for you guys. I'm going to type it in the chat so you can look him up, because you can print out images of him just to put in your house. Jagannath. Sometimes it has an A at the end, but it's pronounced Jagannath. So here's, I'm going to just type it in. There it is. Jagannath. It's got two N's in the middle. Jagannath. And it means literally Lord of the Universe. So Charbaddy says, thank you for the blessings. You're welcome. Lord Jagannath's amazing because, as many of you know, I worship the Sun Lord. I love the Sun God. I'm always talking about it. Lord Jagannath is also a form of a sun god because, it's believed that, the sun is one of his eyes, like Lord Jagannath's in totality, the sun is one of his manifestations. So in Hinduism, the Sun Lord, they call him Surya, but Surya is believed to also be part of Lord Jagannath, who is part of Lord Vishnu, who's part of Lord Krishna. It all connects, God after God. They all merge together. But Lord Jagannath is like the easiest, simplest form of God because in India, a lot of the religion, it gets very complex. There are rituals and formalities with the gods, and every religion wants to honor its gods. Lord Jagannath's worship is the simplest. You literally put up his image, and that's it. Now, you can do rituals, too, and they do have special rituals, but even if you don't know the rituals, just having his picture like that in your house will give you blessings. So anyways, y'all got blessed. You got to see Lord Jagannath tonight. And I'm wearing my pendant of Lord Jagannath, too. So, anyways, okay, now, the other thing I want to talk about tonight is if you haven't been to my website, which is right down here, over here, PsychicBob.com, I have a new artwork posted. For those of you who've been collecting my artworks, every week I release a new painting. So I want to show you my new painting. It's done on canvas. All right, that's the back of it. But we're going to flip it over. And here's my new painting just now on my website. This is called Solar Illuminations. Okay. And if you like this painting, you can get your own free print copy at PsychicBob.com. Okay. Thank you, F.E. Maori, for your blessings. Ganesh, Gav loves Lord Ganesh. I love Lord Ganesh. In fact, Gav, there is a form of Lord Jagannath where he merges with Lord Ganesh. So you might want to look up and research that because he's like Jagannath, but he has like an elephant. Part of his face is like elephant. So Jagannath is believed to contain all the gods that exist. He's like everything that ever exists in Lord Jagannath. So anyways, don't worry, Don, you didn't miss anything. You're here. But make sure, you guys, if you like my new painting, hop over to PsychicBob.com and get this. There's a free download. This is the original. I did it actually on canvas. It's painted in acrylics on canvas. But you can get your own copy of this at my website, PsychicBob.com, for free download. It's only going to be up on the website till Saturday. So if you don't get it, you're gonna miss it. So make sure you go get your free copy. Hold on, what's somebody saying? Kathy says you look better, bro. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of rest and recharging myself. Thank you so much, Christy Taylor. She likes my painting. Love your art, love it. Miss Sylvia, thank you so much. Hi, Hoba Joe, welcome. Oh my goodness, we got so many people here. Destiny's Love's here. Thank you, Destiny Live. Okay, Sarah J, hold your question. We're going to get to those, okay? So we'll get to that. Yes, Axum, that's funny. It's air colors. I didn't think about it as being air when I drew it, but you're right, it's air colors. Lady Carol likes it too. All right. Young Spirit, greetings. Thank you so much for your blessings. Love and light to you. All right. The name of the painting is called Solar, Solar Illumination. Okay. Solar Illumination. I'll put the name down in here. All right. Oh, Jay Whippet says Jagannath is where we get the English word juggernaut. Reverend Claudius Buchanan, oops, just went by, wrote a book about Hinduism and misspelled the name. He also misunderstood the religion. Yeah, this is true. Lord Jagannath was not understood by the Christian missionaries. They called him evil and idolatrous, and they said the children were sacrificed to him. That is not true. Lord Jagannath, what he would do, and it's still done today, even in America, by the Hare Krishnas, they take the deity form, it's like a statue form of Lord Jagannath, and they put it on a chariot once a year on his birthday, and he goes out, they pull the chariot, and everybody in the streets line up to see the image of Lord Jagannath go by. Because remember, just to see an image of Lord Jagannath go by gives you blessings. So it's the temple's way of giving blessings to everybody in the whole city. And it's a really big festival. And in the old days, if it would rain, sometimes the wagon wheels of the big chariot that was carrying Lord Jagannath would get stuck in the mud. And they'd have to really, they have like giant people pulling it, like 100 people pulling the chariot. If you look up Ratha Yatra, that's the festival of Lord Jagannath. I'll type that in here. I think that's spelled right. Ratha Yatra. I'll put that in the chat. And that's the festival of Lord Jagannath. Okay. The black snake reminded me of, oops, I can see of Marie Laveau on your picture. Oh, I didn't think of that as a snake, but I guess it could be a snake. Hi, Maria Lopez is here. Yay. Thank you so much. Sherry Draws. Lou Bolognese died this morning. Any messages for son? Joey? Sherry, hold that. I'm going to get to questions just a little while, okay? Anyways, I wanted to come and share that with you, so that you would learn a little bit about Lord Jagannath and get some art to bless your day, okay? So anyways, I think we're going to do just a brief meditation and then we'll start into readings, okay? So I want everybody to do this meditation. Just settle down. We're going to just close our eyes. And I want you to visualize above you a bright and shining light. It's a ball of light. And you're going to see that ball of light form into a glowing column of light. And let that amazing light descend down through the top of your head. And as it enters your body, let that light relieve all tension and all anxiety. And let that beautiful light now flow down through your head, down through your neck, down into your chest, all through the back, down to the stomach. Let that light just continue to fill your body. And as it fills you, let it bring in peace, balance, and healing. Let the light descend down through the hips, down through the thighs, down to the knees, and all the way down to the feet and even into the ground. And as you sit in your chair, you're now sitting in a column of beautiful white light. This is the light of the spirit world. And we call forth now in this light to open it to our blessed ones on the other side. We welcome our spirit guides, our teachers, our loved ones, and all who would commune in the highest and best of lights. We welcome those who are tuned to the light to our gathering this night. Now take a moment and just sit in that light in silence just for a moment and feel the presence of the spirits as they gather with us tonight. Very good. Now, when you're ready, I want you to slowly come back and you can open your eyes and you'll be fully present here. All right. Are we coming back? I love to meditate. Meditation is really the key to all spiritual connections, okay? All right, Gav Hines says, Bob, I had a strange dream last night. I was from, oops, hold on a second. I just lost it. Everything's flying again. I was from an alien pagan race. I had a strange shaped head and wore leather battle armor. Can you explain? Gav, what I think you're getting is a past life memory. You're one of the people, you have an alien connection on deep soul level, and it's from the past life. You've been you're part of what we call the Galactic Wars. About 10,000 years ago, there was a galactic war, from what I've heard. Other aliens have come through and brought this and channeled messages. And there was the forces of light and the forces of darkness. You were on the side of the forces of light. I believe you're part of the Egregore race. There was an alien race called Egregore, and they had kind of largish heads. They looked a little bit like the gray aliens, but they're a little different. Their heads are a little rounder, a little smaller than the grays. But they're good. The Egregores are good aliens, but you were part of that. And I think you were having literally a past life flashback. Okay, isn't that interesting? Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. I hope that helps. Okay. Sharon Allen. Hi, Bob. I had surgery. Any news from spirit? Sharon, as I'm stepping into your vibration, I'm getting a lot of emerald green light around you. This tells me that you're getting healing power. I'm not picking up anything coming back from that is ominous. Like, I don't see you getting blood clots, and I don't see cancer around you, and I don't see anything that is disruptive. What I pick up around that is that you may have had an issue connected to like a fatty tumor, because I see like them removing a mass, but it doesn't look cancerous. It looks as benign. So if you've had anything taken out of you, I know that sounds going to grab like I don't mean to be gross, but like, I think you may have had a fatty tumor, but that's the most I'm getting around you. But the emerald green light tells me that you are in a place of healing. And I think in about 2 weeks, you're going to feel back to yourself. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Yeah. Um, Hold on a second. Kate Pigeon, any messages regarding love from spirit? Thanks, Bob. Kate, I feel like you're opening to love right now. You've got a lot of, you got pink light around you. And I feel like particularly the last few months, you've been doing a lot of inner work. I feel like this year, like December for this month, literally like December is going to start social connections for you. I want you really to be out there and be seen because I feel 2020 for you is really that year of new beginning in love, but I think it starts in December. Okay. And I have to tell you, I get the word Mr. Right around this. So I think you're moving into a relationship that will ultimately be marriage. Okay. So 2020 is a good year for you. Blessings to you. Okay. Amy, 2572, another love question. How will my next lover look like? Blonde, etc. Amy, I got to tell you, I get around you a man. He's actually darker complected, darker hair, really nice looking. He may be part Spanish. When I say Spanish, I mean like European, like from Spain, because when I'm hearing him talking, he speaks flawless English, but he has a slight accent. It's European Spanish, not Mexican Spanish. So I do think you're going to meet somebody from Spain that's going to be, your love interest here. In terms of timing, I keep seeing end of February around this. And this is somebody who I believe lives actually very close to you, but I think they've moved or immigrated from Spain. So I do feel like you will have a connection, in the end of February. Okay. Dark skin, dark eyes, kind of tall, may have a connection to legal work because I keep seeing a briefcase and files under his arm, which tends to indicate legal work around him. So watch around end of February. Okay. Thank you. You're going to meet him actually at a restaurant, a gathering. It's a group event, like somebody's birthday, and he's there. And I'm seeing everybody sitting around the table. And he'd be a very nice gentleman, though. You're going to like him. Okay. All right. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Nico Letts. Hi, Bob. What is your view of depression from a spiritual perspective and how to deal with it from a spiritual level? Much love, Nico. Hi, Nico. Spirituality, well, depression, let me just put it this way. It's amazing that all of us are not in mental wards because when we come to this earth is a realm of darkness. Now, I don't mean to sound negative because there's a lot of good on earth, but the world that we enter into, this earthly realm, is a vibration of lower frequencies. And we all come from the higher realms. But when we come into this earth, we set aside our memory. We take what's called taking the veil. But many of us still have little glimpses of the other side. And many times we feel a sense of loss because we know that we've, in a sense, left paradise. We've lost our original status as high spirit beings. So as I said, it's amazing that we're not all just so depressed we want to leave this earth. From a spiritual perspective also, I want you to think about depression as you can overcome it. And this is part of your challenge. You see, when you feel depressed, part of you is saying, I'm lacking something. Part of you is saying, I'm disappointed with myself. Part of you says, I didn't get what I want. And what you want to do is redefine yourself and redefine your goals. Now, from a medical side, I have to say, definitely work with your doctor. I don't think working with antidepressants is necessarily a bad thing, at least in the short term. I personally am not a believer, and I speak personally. I'm not saying for anybody else. I personally don't believe that long-term antidepressants is necessarily the answer. That's my personal view. I think there's much more holistic ways to deal with depression. But one of the things that you can do immediately is, like we did that light meditation at the beginning. When you call into your physical self, that light, that's the light of the higher realms. Your spirit body is made of that light, and that light stimulates wellness on the physical and the spiritual and emotional levels. Starting to bring light into you literally illuminates you from the inside, which will elevate your mood and start the process of healing and some joy. So I hope that gives you a little insight on that. But I'm glad you're here. That was a really good question. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Ken, hi Ken, any messages for me? Yeah, Ken, when I'm stepping into your frequency tonight, I keep getting music around you. I feel like you're, strange as it sounds, about to channel music. I want you to be open to creative processes now. It's strange. You might almost like literally start writing song lyrics. It might start as like poetry, but I feel like there's almost an element of music to it. So I want you to be open to creativity. I keep seeing also around you December as a time when there may be some more financial blessings. I feel like you're drawing to yourself a lot of blessings, like creative blessings, but also financial blessings. So anything you want to do on the job front, go for it in December. Because some people probably try to discourage you and say, oh, Ken, wait till the new year to try that. Don't do that at holiday time. I'm going to tell you, do it when you're feeling inspired. And I think December's a month of inspiration. Okay. Yes, hold on. Fletcher just said something. Yeah, you have a spirit guide around you right now also. Yes. Okay. The name is Edward, and he's an Englishman from the Middle Ages. And he was a knight. He corrects me, he says, on earth I was Sir Edward. He says in the spirit world, people don't care about titles, but he actually is formally known as Sir Edward. And he's a knight who's a guardian spirit to you. He's literally in like medieval armor, and he has a sword. And he says, show me, he's got a tall lance, like a spear type instrument, and he's a protector. So Sir Edward is one of your guides. Okay. Blessings to you. Thank you for your questions. All right, hold on. Oops, it's flying by here. Eric Ferguson, hey Bob, would love to know what my spirit guides have for me. Also, is Tobias to me like Fletcher is to you? Thanks and blessings. Yes, Eric, Tobias is your Fletcher, so to speak. So I want you to be talking to him. In fact, he's back here, Fletcher said. He said he just popped in. Hi, Tobias, are you there? Yeah, Tobias is asking me to tell you, he said, tell Eric that he said, I'm stepping up my game. He said, I'll be giving him evidence very soon of how much more I'd like to work with him. He's literally giving me sounds like hitting on my table here, like rap, rap, rap. So I think you're going to start to get physical sounds from him. That's one of his ways he's working with you. He just made a joke. He and Fletcher are talking. And he said to Fletcher, he said, I sure hope Eric doesn't work me like Bob works you, Fletcher. I don't think I can handle as much work. They're just picking on you, just playing. They're having fun. But yeah, keep talking to them. You're going to get some rapping sounds. Blessings to you. Thank you. Shannon Nicole, hi, darling. Good to see you. Shannon writes, hi, Bob. Can you tell me anything about my emotional body or my aura in general? Shannon, I'm getting a lot of purple here around you. I love purple light. This has a few meanings. One, it means you're protected. The spirit world is surrounding you right now to bring protection and blessing. It also tells me that you're opening psychically and you have a natural gift of mediumship. So I want you not to discard the voices that are coming to you, because I'm literally getting whisperings that I feel I'm hearing them in my ears, but they're actually from your aura. So listen closely, because the spirit people are talking to you. You're opening your psychic gifts. I feel that the month of December for you is a very powerful time. Fletcher said, he said that they're giving you emotional healing so that you can move forward and to have greater connection with spirit. Okay. I hope that helps, darling. Thank you so much. Blessings. I'm trying to get through as many questions as I can, guys, so bear with me, okay? Yeah, hi, Laura Doss. Laura says, my husband Richard wants to know if you have any messages from his grandma. Hold on just a second, Laura. Fletcher, can you get his mother back? Yeah, Laura's husband. Hold on just a second. I'm going to see if I can get him in here. She's back. Okay. Hold on. You know, I always have help from Doris. My other guide's Doris Stokes. Fletcher said Doris is going to help you. Yeah. I've got your grandmother back here, your husband's grandmother, Laura. If he's listening, bring him in the room, please. Yes. Okay. She's here. She's asking me to tell you. She said, she said, there, dear. Don't worry. She said, I'm doing fine. And she said, everybody always wondered about me after I died if I was okay. She said, I'm fine. And she said, when I left, she said, I was sad about leaving because I didn't feel it was my time. But she said, I'm happy now. And she said, everything's fine. She asked me to tell you that she said that you're going to be having a much easier go at it because it looks like 2019 was some struggle. And she says, 2020 is the year of blessing. She said, I'm over here helping you. And there's also another person who's actually a great grandmother in spirit as well. And she says, me and my mom, that's his great grandmother, they're working together to bring financial blessing. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I'm hiccuping and coughing. Hold on a sec. Fletcher, can you step back just a little bit? When the spirits get too physically close, I start having like internal spasms and choking and coughing. So forgive me to hiccup on screen here. Both of them are saying that the 2020 is the year of new beginning. And they're both handing me, it looks like two keys. One looks like an automobile key, and the other looks like it's a house key. So there may be some changes coming, like a new car as well as a move. Okay, but they're sending blessings. So things are going to improve. And they're saying, tell him, don't worry, 2020, it gets better. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. All right. Doris is taking them back. Thank you, Doris. Okay. Blessings to you. I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Oops, hold on a second. Angie Clevenger. Hi, Bob. Hearts to you, darn. Thank you. Is my spiritual growth going to take off in 2020? Let me step into your frequency, hon. Wow. Oh, I got chills. Angie, when I walked into your vibration, I literally had tarot cards raining down on me. And I don't know if you read tarot, but that's a sign from spirit that they want to work with you and open doorways. So absolutely. I think if you're not doing tarot, you should start doing tarot because that's going to really build a strong connection. Now, I think you're going to go beyond tarot in 2020 to where you're going to be a pure channel because you definitely got a lot of blue and you got a lot of purple around you. So it's definitely a year for connecting psychically and your spiritual growth taking off. Angie, let me ask you, do you have some connection with yoga or like some type of physical spiritual exercise? Because I'm getting physical power, like you're doing yoga and it's opening up energy. So if you haven't done yoga, I'd like you to explore that because I think that's also going to be kind of part of your journey in the next year as well. But wow, yeah, it's going to be a good 2020, okay? But you want to make sure to make time every day for that. Spend time reflecting, spend time, praying, spend time honoring that gift and those abilities. And it starts with daily meditation, just 5 minutes a day, okay? 2020 is going to work for you. Blessings to you. All right, hold on a second. Joey the Mystic, who's my gods? Joey, I keep getting Goddess Hecate here. I'm hearing a voice talking. She says, I am the great Hecate. So I want you to explore Hecate. She's around you. I'm also on the male side of gods. I keep getting Thor around you, the god Thor. Now, I know they're different pantheons. Thor is Nordic and Hecate is Greek. But, I say, I personally think it's okay to mix pantheons as long as the gods aren't enemies. And I don't think those two are enemies. So I get both of those around you, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thomas Smith. Hey, Thomas. Thomas says, hi, PsychicBob. Please tell me things are not turning out the way I fear. I've been praying really hard for things to go in a different direction the way I'd hope. Any messages from Jesus or the angels? You know, Thomas, I keep picking up two angels here around you. One is the angel Gabriel, and I'm also getting the angel Raphael around you. Yes. Gabriel is saying to me, he said that he's coming to help you speak your truth because you've been in a position where you've been blocked and people aren't listening. And it's like you're being marginalized in some way. So Gabriel is coming in to give you voice, a new voice. And so you want to really be thinking about speaking what you know and what you feel. And with the angels' help, that will open up doors. I pick up Archangel Raphael back here as well. And he's asking me to tell you that he's bringing power to the heart for new beginning. And so I do think in 2020, there'll be an opportunity for new beginning. I pick up an energy here around a possible change in residence coming for you. And I feel like, strange as this may sound, it's time for you to move forward away from your home. I feel like you're going to have a friend who will give you an opportunity to move in with them. Interestingly, I get a woman, an older woman. She's not your mom, but she's like a mother figure that I feel is entering your life in 2020, and she's going to take you in. And I think it will be a new beginning for you. So I want you to keep praying, and I want you to be open to this growth and this change. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Let me know. All right. Hold on just a second. We got more questions. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, you're welcome, Joey. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Drew says, have you ever made your own Florida water? No, actually, in fact, I just bought a few weeks ago some Florida water that I just opened. And I love it. I'm learning about that. I really don't know, but we should probably do a whole show on Florida water, a video one day. But right now I can't help you on that because I'm still learning about it. But I do love the smell of Florida. Very high vibration, you know. Okay, Antoine LeVay is here. What does my life, what, oops, hold on a second. I couldn't read the note. What does my love of my life look like? You know, Antoine, I'm getting a girl. She has long blonde hair around you. She like large eyes. Her eyes are dramatic. Blue eyes, very delicate features, long blonde hair, very petite, small girl. I think she's actually about a year older than you. And I feel like that there's a good chance for you to meet her if you haven't already in 2020. So, the name I keep getting around that starts with an A, so her name may be like Angela or Angelique. It's an A name, but I do feel like that's what she's going to look like. Okay, long blonde hair, delicate features, petite, large blue eyes. Okay, blessings to you. I hope that helps. Thank you. Yeah, oops, hold on a second. Things are flying by here. I'm trying to see them all, guys. Bear with me. All right, let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to get some of these people here. Sherry Draz, any messages from Lou? Sherry, I got to tell you, I'm not getting anything right now. Let me come back to that. Okay. Don't let me forget because I think that I may be able to get something. Oh, it says he just passed this morning. Sherry, I have to be honest with you. That's probably why I'm not getting it. Usually I can't get a message through to about 3 or 4 months after somebody's died, sometimes 6 months on the long side. So I generally don't get it from somebody who's just passed. So I'm sorry, I probably can't help you on that tonight. I like to be honest. That's just how it works for me. Okay, Jennifer Croxton. Jennifer Croxton says, do you see me moving in 2020? Yes, I see you. It looks like it's closer to June, I think, by around June. So I do think you'll move. I see the finances improving during the first quarter of 2020, like January through March is going to be financial growth. I feel by June you're ready to do that. So yes, you will be moving. I don't see you going far. I think you're going to stay local, but I'm getting a nice apartment around you. I think you're going to get a beautiful apartment. I don't see you having a roommate, so I think it's going to be your own place all for you. Okay, yeah, so watch the summertime. Okay, thank you. Oops, hold on a second, guys. Okay. Tansy T, do you have any messages for me? Tansy, I got to tell you, you know, right now, while I'm stepping into your frequency here, I'm picking up around you two voices that are coming through. Both of these are guides. One of them, it's interesting, he says his name is Merlin. He says, I'm Merlin, the wizard. You know, Merlin was an actual real person, and he does guide people. So you've got Merlin around you. And the other guide is actually Morgan Le Fay, who is Queen of the Fae. So you have some mystical people around you. Merlin's with you and Morgan Le Fay, and they're your spirit guides. I keep hearing them say we're calling them to open their gifts of magic. You have a magical gift. Some of this comes from past life. And so I want you to research these people and ask them to connect for you, because you've had past lives of like being a magical person, and they're bringing that back. So that's going to be part of 2020 for you. You might want to explore Wicca if you haven't already done so, because I'm literally seeing, also as they're talking, I'm getting pentagrams around you, which definitely is like magical, like witchcraft, okay? Blessings to you. Hope that helps. Thank you so much. Hi, Miss Sylvia. Miss Sylvia says, hey, Bob, me and a boy from my past stared each other in the eyes for 5 minutes in Kentucky Fried Chicken. I love it. KFC. But we didn't speak. Is he angry? You know what that is, Sylvia? I don't think it's anger. I think it's awakening. You have a really high vibration, and I think you triggered something in him that made him realize he had to get his soul right. I feel that this person is not angry at you. I think they're angry at the world. I do think they have a little bit of an anger issue. But their staring at you was almost like their own soul reckoning. It's like, so, and I say this because, Sylvia, when I step into your energy, I get such light from you. And this is why, you know, you're being targeted. It's the light. They're targeting the light. I think that the person saw your light and was put in a place of perplexity. I don't think you're in any danger from that person, but I just think it was a moment of awakening. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Stranger Things 1. Hi, Bob. Did I have a past life where I was a witch? Yes, you did. Yeah, one. It was in the late 17, early 1800s time frame. So yes, you've been a witch. You were a male in that life. You know, male are witches too. I'm a male witch. And you actually lived in Boston, Massachusetts. You were kind of underground. I mean, those days you couldn't be real open about, but people knew, because you used to make up healing potions for people. Used to do spiritual consultations. You used to be very good at scrying in water. They keep showing me that you're at a table with a large dark bowl and you're seeing images in water. So that you have the gift of clairvoyance. And you might want to explore water scrying, because I think that you're going to see that that's really going to work for you also. Okay. Thank you so much for your questions. Blessings to you. Thank you. Okay. Effie Maori, all the way from New Zealand. I think you're our first New Zealander in the show. I do. Forgive me if anybody else is here from New Zealand. I didn't realize it before, but I can't place anybody from New Zealand. Hold on. I just lost your question now. Let me see what it was. Are there any messages for me? Many thanks and blessings. Let me step into your frequency. Hold on. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Effie Mayoria, it looks like I have some spirit people back here that want to come in. There's a lady named Janet in spirit. I believe she may be a relative of yours. I want to place this actually on your father's side of the family. But this lady, Janet, she feels like an aunt or a great aunt around you. And I don't know if you know this. This may go further back than I'm getting it, but I want to connect it to the father's side of the family. But the lady's name is Janet. And she says, I'm just hanging out back here. She said that she's working as a guide to help you now because you're at a point of transition. And it looks like it's going to be around March of 2020 that there's some kind of energy around new beginning for you. I get the sense that there may be a job issue or an opportunity to earn money that comes up around March. And Janet said, she said, I'm pushing them along to get a lot of blessings. So this Janet, I don't know if you can place her, but she's around you in spirit and guiding you. She's quite an elegant lady. And when she shows me herself, she dresses very elegantly. Her suit kind of reminds me of like 1960s, very streamlined. She's wearing a little kind of a pillbox hat. Her hair is up. It's like in a bun, I think, in the back. She has kind of blondish hair. I don't know if that's her natural color because I also see auburn hair. So she may have changed hairs. But anyway, she's around you as one of your spirit guides. And I do think there's a blood connection with her. You know, she might have been a close friend of the family too. Sometimes when it's somebody so close to a family, they merge in, it feels like family. So anyways, I hope that makes some sense to you. But she's around you and she's helping you, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Waking Ribbon says, that's absolutely true. If you can speak to or hear the other side, it's like turning on a spotlight, like you're a giant sparkler in a pitch black room. They just flock to you. That is absolutely true. Yeah. The spirit light really lights you up. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's not so good, but ultimately it's for the good. Never be afraid of working for spirit, you know. Thank you so much. Okay, hold on just a second. Rafe Turtle. Hey, Bob. My question, do you have any messages from my grandfather on my mother's side? Let me see if I can get him in, Rafe. Is Doris still back there? Doris, are you there? Hi, do you have anything for Rafe tonight? Anybody back there? Yeah, he wants to connect with his, was the grandmother? Hold on, let me find it. Yeah, it was, oh, excuse me, the grandfather. The grandfather on the mother's side, yeah. Hold on, Doris is going to help us out here. I can hear you. Yes, thank you. Your grandfather's back here. It's interesting. He keeps saying, he said, oh, I'm having such a nice night. He said, I've been hoping to connect. He's asking me to tell you that he's actually come over in a dream recently to you. And he says, did they get my message? He said he just wanted to check in to let everybody know that he's fine. It's interesting because he's asking me to tell you, he said, I've got all my blood flowing again. And I get the sense at the time of his death, there may have been a circulation problem. Also like circulation issue in the head, as if he may have had trouble getting blood to the brain. Because I feel like he was slowing down in his thought process, in his physical self before he crossed. And he says, I can think clearly and I can move now. And he wants you to know that he's in the light. He keeps also showing me some issues in the chest area. So I think he had a heart condition or a lung condition. I'm getting fluid buildup in the lungs. So I don't know if that's congestive heart failure or like pneumonia, but he said he can breathe easily now. And he said, I feel so much lighter. Because I feel like towards the end, he was feeling kind of weighed down in the body. And he says, I don't have that anymore. But he's over here and he just sends a lot of love to you. I'm hearing some names also that are coming in. I don't know if this is him or somebody else, but I hear a name. It sounds like Rolando or Raphael. I don't think it's an angel. I think it's a person named Raphael. So I get Raphael. I'm getting Rolo or Rolando also back here. Both of these R names are coming in. So they're just hearing the names. I sort of bring them over to you. That's all I'm getting on them. Anyways, thank you, Doris, for bringing him. He sends his love to you and to the family. He said, tell everybody I'm great. And he says, I'm okay and I feel much better now. Okay. He said he can walk fast. He wants you to know he's walking fast over there. Okay. Thank you for your question. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you for coming, sir. Thank you, Doris. Okay, Doris is going to take him back. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Ramona, 9954. Hi, Ramona. Ramona says, I would like to know if Mr. Casey can tell me why I have high blood pressure. Let me see if I can get him in. Doris, is Mr. Casey back there? Edgar Casey, let's get his insight. Fletcher, can you guys help? Okay, hold on. He's going to come through here. Mr. Casey's frequently around. Hi, there you are. I can see you. Hi, Mr. Casey. Can you give me a message for Ramona? Okay, thank you. Oh, okay. Ramona, Edgar Casey said that he's coming in to bring some healing around that blood pressure issue. And he says that you have high blood pressure because you're absorbed. He says there's too much sodium in the diet. And he said you have not grounded down your energy. You're actually very psychic. You're holding on to a lot of your energy at the end of the day, where you want to kind of let that energy drain to the earth. That's what he's saying. He says the words he literally said is tell her to let the energy drain from her body down to her feet and into the ground. So I want you to do that exercise where it's like feels like almost like water flowing out of your body through your feet. This is going to help balance some of that internal energy and will facilitate the healing. That's what he says. And you might say to me, Romano, I've cut salt out of my diet, but he's saying that there's hidden salt. That's the word. So some of the food you're eating has a higher sodium content, and it may not even be revealed on the packaging. That's the worst part, isn't it? Because I think some of these food companies are so pressured to promote healthy eating that they're not even being honest. There's particularly, keep showing me, now this may sound weird, but there's a type of bread that you've been eating. He's agreeing with Mr. Casey shaking his head, that has a higher sodium content. I never think of bread as having salt in it, but I guess it does. But he's asking me to watch the bread that you're consuming. So I have to put it that way. But if you do that meditation, you work on trying to be more aware of that sodium, that's going to help get you back on track. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you. Let me see who else we got here. Hold on. They're flying by me. Oops. Okay. All right. Oops, hold on a second. Spiritual peace. I'm trying to get the screen to slow down. Hi, Psyche Bob. Is there any hope of me looking like myself again? The part of me that wants to be free. You know, spiritual peace, I have to tell you, yes. You know, we're coming up to the new year. And the new year literally is the time of power. It's a time of new beginning. And so it's a time to say, I'm letting go of that which binds me. Many times our physical appearance, as well as our other, aspects of ourself, can actually change at the new year. So when you talk about looking like yourself again, in terms of physicality, many times a shift in consciousness will transform the face. People see me sometimes and they meet me in person and they're like, oh my God, you look just like you look on television or just like you look on YouTube. And they're like, how do you stay young? You never age. I had a client recently I read for about 10 years ago. And she called me. She said, how do you stay the same? How do you continue to look good despite the hell that you've been through the last few years? I said, it's all in the mind. Our consciousness changes our reality. So spiritual peace, one of the things I want you to do is visualize how you want to look. whether it's a thinner you, whether it's a younger you, whether it's a happier you, whether it's a freer you that had joy and spark in your eyes. If you visualize that self that you know that you really want to be, you will actually physically start to take it on. As we think, so we are. This was something I learned in the spiritualist church. As we think, so we are. Our thoughts are physical manifestation things. So I want you to start to claim and say, I am the person who is free. I am the person who is beautiful. I am the person who looks young and has spark of joy in their eyes. And you start to name that and claim it. I have Pentecostal friends. You say, name it and claim it for Jesus. I love that. Name it and claim it. And you will start to manifest that. You know, so many times we get held up on life because we hold on to stressors. And they're creations of our mind. So I want you to let that fear go that you can't come back to your old self. I want you to let go of the fear that you're not going to have enough money. See, holding on to those fears weigh us down and change us. I got to a point in my life where I literally was destroyed. It's a long story, but in that moment of absolute loss of everything in my life, I realized that all I had in the end was myself and my connection to spirit. And if that's all I get in life, I said, I'm resolved to let that be my treasure and to embrace it. And so ask yourself, where is your treasure? It doesn't have to be material treasure. It can be soul treasure. In fact, it should be soul treasure. That's really what stays with us. Find your soul treasure and it will renew you. When I had lost everything materially, I lost, it's a long story, but I lost a girlfriend, a relationship, I lost a house, I lost all my money. I went through this period of my life where I literally, all my nightmares happened at one time. And I realized all I had left was me and that connection to the other side. And so I started again with that. That was my treasure. And it's allowed me to rebuild my life and again have success and freedom and joy. So I hope that gives you some insight. Blessings to you. Really good question. Thank you. I hope I've been of service to you. Shadowlander. Hey, Shadowlander. Shadowlander says, are there any male deities that want to work with me? Let me find out who's around you. I'm going to step in your frequency. Wow. Shadowlander, I'm getting Dionysus around you. I hear him. He's literally like playing a harp and he's singing for me. I thought it was Apollo, but he said, no, I'm Dionysus. It's a Dionysus is with you. And he said, I am the God of the living vine. I am the God of the fruit of life. And he keeps saying something about, I want to bring new life to him. So Shadowlander, Dionysus is giving you life power and life force. And he said for growth in 2020. So I want you to explore working with Lord Dionysus. Hope that helps. Thank you. Blessings to you. Hi, Kat Aaron Davis. Good to see you, darling. Bless you, bud. Thank you for your blessing. Oh, hold on. Fletcher's back here. I got a message for you, Kat. Who is it? Okay. There's a spirit guide here. Oh, it's her. Yeah, wonderful. Oh, my God. Kat, you're not going to believe this. Sylvia Brown is back here for you. Sylvia, she pops into my show sometimes, but she's popping in. Hi, Sylvia. I can hear you. Sylvia's asking me to tell you, Kat. She said, tell Kat. She said, I'm getting everything lined up. Looks like there's some more money coming for you in 2020. And there may be an issue around a move coming, a new house or a purchase of a property. It might be an investment. I don't know that you're moving, but if you want to move, you can. But there's some property and some blessing in the money area that's coming for you in 2020. So Sylvia Brown asked me to deliver that for you. In terms of timing, okay, she's talking about April, May time frame. So that's when it's going to happen. Blessings to you, darling. Thanks for being here. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, spiritual peace. Yes, name it and claim it. I'm so happy I could be of service. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, Kathy Noel, there you are. Oh my God, you made me the blanket. I got to tell you, Kathy, I'm loving my blanket. I use it all the time. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me see if I got something for you back here. Hold on. Somebody's talking. When I read, I've got voices coming in and out all the time. Is there somebody there for Kathy? Hold on. Wonderful. Kathy, I've got a lady back here. She gives me the name of Louise. She says, I'm Louise. And it's interesting. She's dressed as a nurse. And she said, I'm coming in to give Kathy greater healing power. And she said, I was a nurse in the 1940s. And she said, I was a nurse, but she said, I also started to study Reiki and I learned how to channel healing. So Louise is going to be working with you to send power through you. So I don't remember if you do Reiki, but you're going to be doing more with Reiki in 2020. So Louise is your guide. And she said, I'm going to help her get things going. So you do get some healing power that's coming and she's working with you. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I'm loving my blanket. Blessings to you, darling. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see here. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Everything's flying by here. Uh, oops. Oh, I just lost it. Laguna Boinel. Hi, Bob. Can you tell me if I have any connection with aliens? Also, do you see my energy? Any messages from guides? Yeah, Laguna, you've got a connection with the gray aliens. Don't be afraid. Not all grays are bad. These are the tall grays that I pick up around you. And I feel like they've actually been visiting you at nighttime. What's interesting is you got a lot of blue light around you here, which means that you're building stronger links of communication. I think you're developing some channeling gifts, and you may find you're channeling messages from the gray aliens. Okay. Anyway, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Um, Jamie says, is there anyone here who can help me out with exploring Jesus as an entity that isn't associated with our following? I just feel that Jesus was at least a real person who was persecuted like us. Jamie, you can work with Jesus. I believe Jesus is an ascended master as well as a God form. So, Jesus has what's called the Sacred Heart. If you come from a Catholic background, you may know that. But Jesus, I want you to do research on the Sacred Heart of Jesus. It's a source of power. Sometimes I even pray. People are shocked I'm a Wiccan. I pray to Jesus. I do because he's a form of the God. So there's nothing wrong calling on Christ and Jesus, because he has a power through his Sacred Heart. I want you to look up Sacred Heart online and pictures of Sacred Heart of Jesus. And that's a great way to connect with him because it takes you into his power. The Sacred Heart has flames coming out of it. It's very powerful. And so in that flame, it's the power of the Spirit. So absolutely, you can connect with Jesus. Okay. But check out Sacred Heart. Thank you so much. All right. Oh my gosh, guys, we're almost at our time here. Hold on, let me see what else I've got here. Yeah, Stacy Lee. Hello, darling. Stacy Lee says, Bob, I feel like I'm stuck in my life and getting nowhere. What do you see around my situation? Blessings to you. Stacy, you got to just be patient. I know that's horrible to say. It sounds terrible. But I do think 2020 for you is a year of new beginning. I feel there's more money for you. I keep getting like the first quarter, January through March, is going to be a social networking time for you and a business networking time. So you've got to set aside your fear of being seen and going out into the world. And I'm not saying you're afraid, but I'm saying I pick up an energy that's making you feel maybe right now held back a little bit. And I think that from January forward, you're going to start to feel free. I felt there's some healing emotionally for you as well, because I feel like you've just been feeling beat up emotionally. And you know what? Just keep calling on the guides and angels. I keep picking up a guide around you. There's a male. He's an angel. Okay. He gives me the name of Daniel. He said, I am Daniel. I'm a guardian angel. So he's going to be working with you to bring healing and blessing to you. And I want you to start tonight saying, Daniel, show me the path. And he's going to open up doors, okay? I hope that helps, darling. Blessings to you. You're going to get beyond this, trust me. Hi, Brianna Brady. This is so sweet. You just sent me $5. God bless you, darling. Hello, Bob. Do I have any messages from my spirit guides? Let me see if anyone's here. Okay, Doris wants to step in. Brianna, Doris Stokes is here. And she's asked me because she wants to work more closely with you. She said, I love all the people here at your channel. Doris is talking. She said, I love all these people. She said, I want to help all of them. So, Brianna, Doris Stokes is going to be working closely with you. You're opening the gift of clairaudience. And I think this next few months for you, you're going to really start to get a sense of spirit leading and guiding. Brianna, I have to ask you, I don't know if this makes sense, but I feel like when you were younger, you may have heard spirit voices, almost like ghosts, like earthbound souls. The reason I bring this up is Doris says today, she says, tell her, don't be afraid. These will not be troubled souls like before. She said, there's souls that will guide and help her. So I don't think they're going to terrorize you with earthbounds. You know, to work with earthbounds takes a certain amount of fortitude and strength because they can be a little tough. But she said, no, we're not going to overwhelm her with earthbounds. She said, we're giving her the gift of hearing so that she can be a guide to others. Okay? Anyways, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you so much for your wonderful donation. You're so kind. Okay, hold on a second. Young Spirit 57. Bob, tell Doris I said hi. Doris, did you get that? Doris heard. She said thank you for your love. And so she said blessings back to you. Thank you so much. Jessica's heading out. Jessica, thank you for coming here. Blessings to you. Oh, you're welcome, B. LeClaire. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much to all of you. Guys, oh my gosh, it's a little after 8. I have to get ready to go to another call tonight. I got a business call to make. So I'm not going to stay on here, but I have so enjoyed the chance to be here with you guys tonight. And I hope this has been a lot of fun for you as much as it's been for me. So now don't forget, pop over to PsychicBob.com, get your free print copy of Solar Illumination, okay? And while you're there, by the way, if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading with me is a full hour. It's you and me one-on-one. We can do that by telephone or Skype or Google Hangouts. And it's you and Bob, me and you sit down for a full hour. If you've ever said, gee, I'd love to pick Psychic Bob's brain for a full hour, just myself, you can do that in my private readings. In your private reading, we're going to cover everything: past issues, present issues, future issues. We'll identify all your spirit guides. We'll bring over their messages. Deceased loved ones come through. I bring messages from them. We also answer all your questions. We look at your life theme, what you're here to do, what your mission is, and I answer all of the questions, as many as you like. So if you want to get on my schedule, please call me. My phone number is 703. In fact, I'll put it down here in the chat, 825-3929. Oops, it didn't go in. Hold on. Here's my phone, 703-825-3929. That's my office number. And you can get on my schedule. Now, I also am doing a new type of reading called a compact voice reading. And it's where you get 3 questions, okay? And what it does is you send me an email with 3 questions. I will take those questions. I will do a voice recorded reading for you. And I will email you a file, a voice audio file, where you can actually hear me answering your questions. Just me, just for you. That is a new reading I've started doing. A lot of people like it. The price of that is only $80. It might be something you want to get as a gift certificate for somebody. I'm going to start doing gift certificates for the holidays, but if you want to buy somebody a compact voice reading, that might be a good Christmas gift, especially for people who have never sat with a psychic. It's kind of a little way to give them an introduction to spiritual work without them being overwhelmed. So, explore my website, PsychicBob.com. The links to this will also be in the info box below this video. Please make sure to help me out. Go back, like this video, favorite it, share with your friends. And please hit subscribe if you haven't done so. Make sure you've got the bell clicked so you get updates. Guys, thank you for being here. I love all of you. I'm sending blessings to all of you. And we'll be back here tomorrow on Monday for horoscopes. Yay, make sure to be here. We are now again doing individual zodiac signs. So everybody that comes will get a reading for your zodiac sign. So be here. You guys are best. I love you. I love you. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow. And until then, may you always blessed be.